The world belongs to Bolt.
Yes, the world belongs to Bolt. Indeed, the world belongs to Bolt. Usain Bolt, how he made $100 million in his own words. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. If you're returning, big up and bless up. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button. It will help out the channel. It will help us to grow. And if you enjoy our content, hit that like button. So let's get into this vlog. How do you make $100 million by the time you're 35 years of age? When Usain Bolt retired in 2017, Forbes magazine declared him the 45th richest athlete on earth with a personal net worth of $31 million. He retains the world record in the 100 meters in a time of 9.58, the 200 meters in a time of 19.19, and many other records. He also has 8 Olympic gold medals, 8 and 11 World Athletic Championships gold medals. This man has become a brand, a phenom. Now listen, many other athletes have also established themselves as brands, but have not found this kind of financial success. So what is it that Usain Bolt has done that is so different? What has allowed him to grow from $31 million personal net worth in 2017 to approximately $100 to $110 million net worth by the time he's 35 in 2021? What has he done that many other athletes have not done? Because people, let's be honest, many athletes have become tremendously successful and have died paupers. What are Usain Bolt's secrets? And that's what we aim to look at in this vlog. So stick around to the end. Let's talk about what it is that Usain Bolt has done that has led to this tremendous level of success. Yep, good to go. In an interview given to CNBC in July of 2021, the GOAT, Usain Bolt, was asked what is his best money advice, and he simply answered, if you make $10, save $6. In that same article, Bolt went on to explain that when he just started to make a lot of money, when his career started to become very successful, he was, I'm going to paraphrase it and say it in a very Jamaican and colloquial way, he did not spend money like water. For those of you who are not Jamaicans, what I mean is he was just wasting a lot of money until a group of persons sat him down and had a conversation with him where they explained to him how finances actually work. Fundamentally, what they said to him is that if you make $1 million and you spend $2 million, you're still broke. So save more than you spend. Rule number 1 from Usain Bolt, and his best advice: make $10, save $6. 2, in terms of how he made $100 million by the time he was 35 years of age. Usain Bolt has a remarkably close relationship with his father and mom. He credits his father with giving him 2 extremely important pieces of advice that he's very happy he followed. Number 1 is, my dad made one of the biggest decisions of my life when he told me, listen, focus on track and field, forget cricket, he said. Obviously, his father gave him the right advice. Okay. Number 2, his father said, son, anything you want, just work hard and be dedicated and you will be fine. So hard work, dedication, of course, helped him to make the decision to leave cricket and focus on track and field. Clearly, very relevant in terms of his success. And I'm talking both as an athlete and as an entrepreneur now. Another factor that certainly contributed in a major way to his immense financial success as an athlete has been his relationship with Puma. Bolt recently signed a lifetime partnership with the brand Puma. Recently, when asked on CNBC what's his relationship like with Puma, he explains in his own words.
Started out from a young age, pretty much 15, and they've always been with me, even through the injuries. I remember starting the senior years, it was just nothing. I was just always injured. There was no winning, there was no celebration, and they stuck with me through it.
Now, it's really important to understand that a young athletic talent needs proper sponsorship. They need sponsorship that believes in them and will stick with them through thick and thin. And you heard it in his own words. It was imperative for him to have that financial support from a huge conglomerate. And I keep wondering, why is it that our business sector is not investing in these talents the way that a Puma and a Nike are doing so? In fact, he went on to state how he feels about Puma.
It was all about the fact that we became a family, and I tried to.
Undoubtedly, Puma has been very important in his success during his athletic career and since his retirement. That relationship is necessary. Athletes need that kind of foundation. It is extremely important. And you heard it in his own words, because what we're doing here is we're telling you what he says as to how we got to that $100 million. And Puma is really important. Support for a young talent is extremely important. And if any of the business sector is listening, shout out to you guys. Big up to you. I know you do a lot of donations and stuff to the athletes. But why don't you invest your money? And in the long run, because maybe you don't know this now, but Bolt did as much for Puma's brand as Puma did for Bolt. Remember that.
The team always do a good job in making sure they research.
Whether you call them a team, your handlers, management, crew, it is really important that the persons who handle your business are efficient and really good at what they do. You know, there's an old-time Jamaican saying that say, show me a company and I'll tell you who you are. Usain Bolt has one of the best young teams on the planet. And this is clearly reflected in his success. And you just heard him say it. His team is extremely important in his success.
He wants me to ensure that when he finishes athletics, everything is safe.
Nugent Walker has been Usain Bolt's executive manager since 2009, but they've been friends since primary school. Walker is a trained teacher and was also one of the persons amongst his team in his early athletic days when he started to rise. That sat him down and explained to him that he'd be broke if he didn't save his money and invest his money properly. Norman Peart manages Usain Bolt's finances and clearly has done an extremely good job. Then, of course, there's the legendary coach Glenn Mills, who contributed to him becoming the fastest man alive and the greatest of all time, the greatest of all time. Everett Edwards was his masseuse for some time. So the team is extremely important, the mindset of the team, and you heard him say it, the team looks for the best deals. And those deals have to be able to work well and blend with his own brand. Endorsement are another major factor for his wealth, his immense wealth. You are looking at some of the companies who has endorsed him. According to Forbes, Usain Bolt makes approximately $30 million a year simply from these endorsements. Now, the final element. At his athletic peak, Bolt was being paid $500,000 for an appearance. And while the average athlete was paid $10,000 to run in the World Diamond Leagues, it is reported that the Diamond League paid Usain Bolt at his athletic peak as much as $300,000 for an appearance. All this money adds up. But then there's a final element. You see, Bolt himself said in his CNBC interview that one of the key elements is investment. Now, the truth is we don't have enough time to speak about all his investments, so we'll touch on a few. Most Jamaicans know, and most persons know globally, if you are a fan of Usain Bolt, about his track and records, restaurant and sports bar, which is now global. Then, of course, many of you are aware that he has recently become a record producer somewhat of a record label and an artist himself, with his most recent effort landing number 6, well, premiering number 6 on the reggae Billboard charts globally. Then there's the Bolt scooter. In a CNBC interview, Bolt stated that his team and himself look for good fits, brands that are high quality, that fit well with his own brand. And branding, of course, is really important. So he is invested in real estate, restaurants, and continues to invest in many diverse elements. So, how did Usain Bolt make $100 million in his own words? If you make $10, save 6. Work hard, stay focused. He's grateful to Puma because Puma stuck with him when nothing was happening in his career. Have a great team. The persons you have around you are key. As me say, show me a company and I'll tell you who you are. Endorsements. And those endorsements were, the endorsements were amazing simply because he's amazing. He's Usain Bolt. And invest. Continue to invest. Now there's a reason why I decided to do this particular vlog, and it's very straightforward, very simple. When we talk about athletics, we talk about the athlete's talent, speed, drive, determination, endurance, strength, power. But we never talk about the real element, the money. They're called pro athletes because the purpose is to generate income for their families. The idea is for them to make money, and too many athletes, as in many other professions, end their careers without generating any real income. So we should look to the persons who are doing it the right way. I said earlier in the vlog, big up to all the business sector locally, that is within Jamaica, who are assisting athletes. But I think they should step up and invest. I mean, look at what happened with Puma and Usain Bolt. Bolt's rise also helped Puma to rise, and vice versa. The business sector should look for young talent and invest literally in that talent. There was a time when our athletes left the island in droves when they finished high school and went into the US collegiate system to be trained. It was young Asafa Powell who started to change that. When we started to train our athletes here, we got better results. It should be the same. If we can get local investors to invest in our own athletes, then everybody wins. Well, that's just my 2 cents. Thank you for making a Peter Light World. Remember to hit the subscribe button, and of course, if you enjoyed the vlog, hit the like button. I would seriously love to hear your thoughts on this. If you want to see a few more vlogs like this, please let me know. And as always, people, bless up.